Lego Batman slaps so hard it actually hurts that the third game in the series is pretty terrible. On top of that, it seems like Lego Batman theme evolved into Lego DC, then devolved back to Lego Batman but worse. Lego DC was a Giga Chad, while the modern Lego Batman theme is for nobody that actually likes Lego Batman. The Lego Batman theme today is fine, but it's mainly focused on remaking classic versions of Batman films rather than using the concept of Batman as a base idea to make cool original sets like they did when it first started. Oh well, maybe the James Gunn universe will give us more varied characters from the DC universe, or they'll mess it up again and we'll have to wait another 7 years for these characters to get another shot at a successful universe. Pessimism about the film's future aside, Lego Batman minifigures are amazing because they're based on the live-action movies, the Lego Batman movie, and the concept of Batman itself. The Lego Batman games aren't based on any one Batman property alone, and I like it that way. Growing up, I always sort of loved playing as Mr. Freeze because he had a cool ice gun that froze people as a sort of one-shot kill for most enemies. They made him damn near invincible, and the large size of his character model relative to most of them in the game helped him stand out. Mr. Freeze is a mad scientist that wants to find a cure for his wife Nora. In the Lego Batman games, he just seems like a villain for villain's sake. His backstory with his wife doesn't really apply to Riddler's plan. Why is he with the Riddler? Is he trying to figure out the riddle of his wife's illness? So, bad choice of company, dude. This guy's good at making riddles, but not solving them. They're not really his job. I don't know if a terrible, debilitating disease counts as a riddle though, so ignore my ramblings. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to rank the Mr. Freeze minifigures based on how cool they look. Sadly, Arnold Schwarzenegger's Mr. Freeze doesn't have a minifig, so the list is bound to be outdated once that releases, since it'll slam to this top spot on the list. Wouldn't this character design transfer well to a minifig? Also, hit like and subscribe for more content. Comment on your favorite Batman villain. Mine is Killer Moth for obvious reasons.
The Iceman cometh.
Coming in last place is the only one I own, sadly. The 2013 one from the Aquaman set is pretty poo-ass if you ask me. First, he barely looks like Mr. Freeze, opting to give him a dome from all those old Lego underwater themes. On top of that, he doesn't even have any iconic goggles that he usually wears. Instead, they went for an aggressive constipated look like he's been blocked up for days and is finally done not shitting. He's gonna sit on that toilet and poop. Prolapse anus be damned or whatever. This minifig is just stupid, and barely looks like the character, making him at last place like the bitch he is.
You are not sending me to the corner.
Coming in at number 7 is 3 minifigs with minute differences, but I'm just going to call them the Fishbowl Boys. I really like the face printing for these ones. He looks like he just got home from a long day of work and he forgot he had shit to do when he gets home. There isn't much wrong with this figure since it looks pretty good. Doesn't have anything to stand out when it comes to his competition. The torso printing and helmet pieces are nice, but it looks too standard. Overall, a nice minifigure that accomplishes the task nicely. This is, in fact, a Mr. Freeze minifigure. Good job.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age!
Coming in at number 6 is the only minifigure based on live action. Sadly, it's not the Arnold one, but the 60s TV show. I like this version simply because it's a unique Mr. Freeze design for good reason. This design predates the Lego Batman theme by over 30 years, so I can excuse the design not being like the Mr. Freeze I know. It's pretty decent, that feels incredibly ridiculous without his freeze gun. You'd barely be able to tell it's him without it. Overall, this one barely edges out the Fishbowl Boys. I put it higher because its design stands out amongst the other ones, while the Fishbowl Boys look kind of bland and generic.
After you're frozen, your icy tomb will plummet back to Gotham.
The next 5 are all genuinely amazing, and I can see them switched out and back and forth in other people's lists. In 5th place is the new Mr. Freeze based on the 90s animated show. Looks really good, it's got all the features you want on him while still feeling unique. What sets this one back from the top spot is a glass piece on his head that looks a little odd, but it does fit with the way they were going for. However, the face print combined with the glass mold makes it look like his head is squished. The 2 lines around his mouth are just odd to me. Finally, the printing on the torso looks like the design they're going for, but it just looks bland and boring to me. Not a bad minifigure in the least bit. I have no nostalgia for the property it's based on, so I just see it as a good design with minor problems. Still looks good though.
Stay cool, bird boy.
Coming in at number 4 is the 2017 Mr. Freeze minifigure. It basically is the perfect Mr. Freeze minifigure without a doubt. While earlier, I criticized the bottom for using the scuba piece, here it's a nice color and complements the torso printing well. The purple hands and face printing do a lot of the work too. Overall, not much wrong with this figure. What sets it higher than the last one is the better printing on the head and torso, and the better use of the scuba gear as the head though. Using the scuba gear on the worst one accentuated the bad qualities, while on this one it adds to it because it now looks like a LEGO Mr. Freeze with the design aiming more towards LEGO like the old school Star Wars minifigs. Not much to say about this good figure honestly.
Breezy. I'm feeling hot.
I find that unlikely.
Coming in at number 3 is the OG classic Mr. Freeze. This minifigure is the definition of sexy. Perfect helmet mold that for some reason they never used again, perfect ice blaster that tied into the torso piece, and finally, a nice backpack that holds all the ice juice. This minifigure remained undefeated for a while and is genuinely one of the best minifigures LEGO has ever put out. There isn't much to comment on pure perfection since all its flaws come from the fact that it's an old LEGO minifigure. No leg or torso printing looks good for 5 seconds until you imagine Mr. Freeze in blue spandex. Either way, this is a good minifigure that deserves a number 3 spot. Easily. Yes, nostalgia carries it up, but when it comes to the LEGO, the rose tinted glasses stay on. However, there's 2 more that are superior.
I hate when people talk during the movie.
Coming in second place is the LEGO Batman movie Mr. Freeze. The LEGO Batman movie is a fantastic movie despite the atrocities that is the Killer Moth minifigure. Mr. Freeze in the movie has a giant robot mech suit, and they created it in LEGO form for a very affordable price. The set is basically the mech with random side builds. Even without the mech, the minifig alone is pretty decent. It has big bulky armor like the scuba suit, the nice dome like the classic one, and it has complementary printing. The only nitpick I have is that the face printing is a bit off, but that's it. Even then, it's a unique face print that's still identifiable as LEGO Mr. Freeze. Overall, this is one of the best Mr. Freeze minifigures of all time, but not number 1 unfortunately.
Alright everyone, chill.
Coming in at number 1 is the Sultan of Sex, the Mr. Freeze microfigure. At first you might think I am joking, but I am dead serious. The microfigure is an amazing piece that perfectly encapsulates the complexity of Mr. Freeze's character. The face and torso printing is absolutely unrivaled, and I dare anyone to fight me on that. On top of that, the size of the figure is irrelevant, and they went with the smart route and gave him no head dome. A bold and risky move that ultimately paid off in the end, since I am kicking myself every night for not having this one. If you think this placement is a joke, say so in the comments, so I can look into your account and track where you live, and have a civil discussion where you will concede that this is the best figure. If God sent another prophet and he came down from the heavens, I have no doubt this is what he'll look like. In conclusion, I want you to go to Bricklink now and buy the minifig you think was the top spot. Or better yet, type a comment down below telling me which one was your favorite. Yes, I already told you to type down in the comments. You can write another one or just edit the one you already made. Thank you for watching this very informative video, and hope you all have a wonderful day. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more content. Bye bye.